why World of Warcraft 2 is coming and it could already be here. Now, why is it coming? I'm assuming because they want to make a new game and get more money. But here's the thing about what I want to say, like right off the bat, before this video even starts, is I said it before. Let's be honest. World of Warcraft is not for young people. Like, they're not getting like 18-year-olds to play World of Warcraft. Like, I'm sorry, they're just not. It doesn't appeal to them, especially classic. Like, no, most kids like see classic and they're like, ugh, the hell is this like 50-year-old game? It looks like garbage and plays like garbage, and I'd rather play like Fortnite or Minecraft or something like this. It's like, and even retail, it's like, oh, what is this? This looks like woke and stupid. Like, I don't want to play this. This game looks dumb. Like, I just want to play like Call of Duty, bro. And so, like, what are they going to do? Even if they release World of Warcraft 2, I doubt that they're even going to be able to get the young kids. That's going to be the hardest part. But anyways, let's see what this video is about. Let's go check it out.
When the World Soul Saga was announced, immediately I thought, WoW 2 is coming. And it's been a pretty hot topic in my circles for a while now. I was even asked about it at my recent Blizzard trip to Boston. However, it has caused some confusion as to what WoW 2 would mean for our beloved 20-year-old MMO. And the weird thing is, it's kind of already happening. Let's take a look. I'm not going to BS you and say I've confirmed.
I mean, if it's already coming, if it's already happening, that's not boding well for World of Warcraft 2. Because they're not getting in new players. They're not getting in new young players. They need to make the game be like the old game was when it came out. When World of Warcraft Classic came out, when it wasn't even Classic. When World of Warcraft 1 came out, it got 18-year-olds playing, it got like young people playing. Nowadays, it's like, if it's here already, that's not going to bode well for anybody. Because they need a game that like captures young kids. They need like a brutal game that they're like, oh, that's so cool, man. Like, look at that orc. He like decimated that other dude. And they're like fighting. And it's like World of Warcraft, it's like this. I'm sorry, but it's not edgy. It's not cool for kids. World of Warcraft isn't cool anymore. It's like it's for people that say the word cool. Saying cool isn't cool more. They say like they say they say, I don't know what they say. They say that's lit. So even just saying that's cool, that's not cool. You know what I mean? So they need to bring in younger kids. And if it's already here, that doesn't bode well at all.
Or leaked info, we don't. It's speculative for sure, but there is so much evidence to suggest that something may be in the works. The World Soul Saga itself having a definite end point, and that the final expansion, The Last Titan, probably being Azeroth, might actually cause the destruction of some or even part of the planet. Alright, time for a lore catch-up. Okay, in the beginning, there were Titans. Okay. They are huge, and they all live friendly, held hands, a lot of flowers going on. But then, one of them got mad. See Brownbeard? Boom, Sargeras, yeah? Got horns. He was mad, wrecked all their bodies, but trapped fragments of them in the big suck. And then we come along, muscle bound. What did we do? Sucked off Sargeras, yeah? Straight to the Shadow Realm with you, still around though, Illidan coming back.
Really
and then,
awkward.
Baby Bean. Azeroth itself is a world soul. Where do Titans come from? Boom, baby beans. And that's in the middle of our planet. What does that mean when the last Titan approaches?
Oh, this is so cringe.
Bang. Everything's gonna break. That's how you do lore. Screw you, Nobble.
Okay,
WoW,
so,
over its 20 years has a...
Wait. Is that like... Did they just steal from the Eternals? That's like the Eternals, man. That's the worst movie to take lore from. Alright, okay.
amassed a lot of geographical space that, let's face it, in the retail version of the game is basically empty. So a little catastrophic destruction wouldn't be the end of the world, literally. And with things like the Caverns of Time existing to go back and do the older content when players want, it's all good. All that is to say, if you were going to do something spectacular, then the end of the World Soul Saga fits quite nicely, doesn't it? Which brings us to WoW 2. Now, since the discussion started, there have been quite a lot of suggestions and confusion on just how that would happen.
Dude, doing the Overwatch 2 thing is just so sad to me because, man, I loved Overwatch was a great game when it came out, and then Overwatch 2, just thinking about how badly Blizzard fumbled that game, it's not helping. It's not helping at all. It was so bad. Overwatch 1 was like, yes, everybody was talking about it. And then Overwatch 2, it's like, it got everybody talking about it too. Overwatch 2 did get everybody talking about it, but not in a good way. They were like, wow, you made this game, and then you came out and said, no, we're not gonna do the solo, what do you call it? Campaign that we were gonna be doing. Why we made Overwatch 2? It's just gonna be the same game, and it's like, man, it's not giving me hope. Seeing that on the screen, it's really just not. It's not helping at all.
Would it be a different launcher? Would there be new characters to make? Would it be like FF14, where they literally destroyed the game and a new one launched that was entirely different? Would it be like Overwatch, forcing everyone to move over to Overwatch 2? Maybe it's even got some FPS.
Don't say Overwatch. That's not the thing that you want. That's not the one that you want to be following. That is bad. Please, no. God, no, please. That's like that meme. No! God, no, please. It's just, no, you don't want that.
Component of something. As crazy as it may sound, it's understandable where these ideas have come from. For years, people have been making all kinds of wonderful WoW-inspired content using tech that isn't over 20 years old at this point.
I mean, they used to, but nowadays, not many people do, because the creative space in World of Warcraft is kind of stagnant. Nobody really wants to do anything new, and people that are trying new things don't really get noticed. So, hey, come on now.
And I'm sure many of you have seen recreations of your favorite zones made in Unreal Engine with gorgeous lighting, fully voiced, or even looking at Blizzard's advanced animation techniques that we know they're capable of. Before we go into that, though, the question always comes up, why? Why would there even be a WoW 2?
Yeah.
Well, pick your poison. There's no way in hell Morhaime and the squad expected their game that they made all those years ago to be still up and running. And it's pretty clear, the speed bumps are over for now. It isn't going away anytime soon, so it makes sense to start planning for another 20 years. I apologize to my OGs for what's about to happen, and to the people who are now playing WoW who were born after it came out. This isn't going to be pretty. Do you realize just how old World of Warcraft is? We say 2004, but do you know that's the year that Half-Life 2 came out? Halo 2? Metal Gear Solid 3, which is now about to get its 5th revision of the game. If that doesn't make you feel old, let me do this for you. Doom: The Dark Ages just came out and people are ripping and tearing all the way through. Do you know in 2004 though, Doom 3 came out. A game so advanced that it couldn't even run on most people's PCs at all.
Crazy.
Still not enough? Okay. Last week, as of recording this, we got the big reveal of GTA 6 coming next year and what it looks like.
Dude, I will...
In 2004?
Let me just say, not a fan. Not a fan of GTA. I feel like I'm one of the only people that's like, just don't care. Not gonna play it. I have no interest in playing it. This is just not for me. Feel like the internet went crazy with that one. But I mean, I get it. It's like, oh, crime. I can do crime. I'm a crime guy. I'm doing crime, but this is not for me.
Along with its marketing of some of the best, most realistic graphics out there, GTA San Andreas came out. Look at them side by side, my friends. 20 years is a really long time in tech. Problems with current WoW are pretty obvious, right? For the most part, the game runs decently, but then... I'm not going to be rolling dice again here, but you guys have done a world boss. Whole game just falls apart. It's in fact gotten so bad that 30-man Ansarek was essentially unplayable.
Yeah, also, if they do another WoW, please address the add-ons. Look at this screen. Look at this screen. What is going on here? What is happening on this screen? This is not... no 18-year-old wants to play this. I'm sorry, but like, this is made for 30-year-olds. No new... like, how do they not understand it? They need to bring in fresh players. And also fresh viewers for WoW. WoW content is stale as fuck too. They just don't understand that. Everybody in WoW just wants to watch the same thing. They just want to play the same game. They don't want WoW 2. They want classic. They want to run the same dungeon on classic. They can't even like stop running the same dungeon. They don't want to play a new version of WoW. Like this, I don't know who this is for. This is for like a very small majority or minority of people in World of Warcraft that are gonna move on from retail to play a new version of WoW. Rest of them are just too old, and you're not gonna get new players. You're not gonna get young players because WoW's not cool. WoW is lame and stupid. Lame is woke and you know, it's like no young people want to play it. It's not a cool game. They're playing Fortnite and Minecraft. Seriously, it's not gonna happen. You can't force it. It's like that meme, like, what's up, young people? It's me, I'm WoW. You want to play a hip new game? It's called World of Warcraft. It's just not gonna happen. It's not that game.
For many people, WoW was known for a long time as the seamless world with no loading screens, and now, well, we load screen every couple of seconds.
Yeah.
At the Race to World First, not only do the raiders get top-of-the-line PCs, but they have all these weird rules, such as relogging or restarting every couple of hours to clear out cache and reset memory and things, as it has dramatic performance loss if you are playing WoW for a few hours. Silly things have been a nightmare to change. The backpack size, for one. Like, the entire original code was built on the back of it. Or the struggles they've had over the years with multi-core performance, which has grown, don't get me wrong, by leaps and bounds over the last
I don't really
decades.
notice any of this stuff. So.
They have done some phenomenal upkeep and updates over the years, but the issues, they're all...
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't really had any technical problems with the World of Warcraft, so, like... I don't know, maybe I've just been lucky, but... I mean, it's such an old game anyways. It's not like it requires much hardware. So, I mean, I haven't had much problem with that in that regard.
There for people to see, and I'm sure you can name 1,000 more. With that said, let's have the grand reveal. What, in my opinion, would WoW 2 look like? Well, here's a screenshot of World of Warcraft today in retail. And here is what WoW 2 would likely look like. When we're discussing WoW 2, it's not about the graphics. WoW's graphics can always be...
So why? Why? That's not going to bring in young... That's not going to bring in young players. That's really not.
better, but the style has been pretty timeless. When showing you Grand Theft Auto earlier, the comparison doesn't really fit with something like WoW. More importantly, MMOs are like a comfortable blanket for a lot of players. A dramatic shift in appearance and style would...
I mean, I do think that the WoW art style is better than most games because, I mean, especially in MMO, right? You can't really change it to have it look really detailed and stuff. I think Elder Scrolls Online graphics look cool too, but that's more like realistic. I think that WoW's kind of art style is pretty good. Like most people would agree that like retail looks kind of lame. It looks too like Pixar and stuff, and I agree with that as well too. But I mean, I think it looks fine. I think like the armor and stuff and the sets that they do, that looks cool, like the artwork. But the thing is, like, it would have to change because it goes back to this. World of Warcraft needs younger players in it. It needs to be a game that like that doesn't appeal to 30 plus year olds. It needs to appeal to 18-year-olds. And it's not going to do that until things change. Things change in the writing, things change in the graphics, things change in the gameplay. It needs to be like it's like you think about it, World of Warcraft combat is kind of not really. I mean, it's kind of a little bit fast paced, but it's not fast paced for like the young kids that are playing like League of Legends and Fortnite and all these like whatever hip games. It's not going to be interesting for them. Things need to change like way beyond. Otherwise, like I just don't see World of Warcraft ever getting back to like being on top of anything. It'll just be like, oh, World of Warcraft. Yeah, my grandpa plays that game. It's like why would I play that? My 60-year-old grandpa plays that. Like I'm just gonna go play Fortnite. Like ugh. It's like things need to change. It's just not gonna be happening. It's not gonna suddenly get, oh yeah, WoW's hip, woo. It's lame. It is a lame game. Let's be honest. It's kind of a lame game. Yeah. It's gotta change, man.
Likely not be welcome. Hell, dude, we've seen this so many times. People lost their minds at the updated character models a few years back. Myself included. My Tauren used to look way meaner and angrier than this goofy face thing. No. The idea of WoW 2 is primarily back-end. To allow the game to do all the things they wish it could do and may want to do in the future without it being hamstrung by literally death.
Hey, Microsoft, you want to spend $1 billion upgrading WoW? Why? Well, you're not going to get new players to play. Probably going to piss off a lot of the older players. But I mean, it'll say number 2 in front of it. It works so well with Overwatch.
Decades of old design, and that is what leads me to the next point.
Sold. You're hired.
Kind of already happening. Dragon riding and the new housing function that I got to test should not exist. Housing in particular was a feature I've talked to people at Blizzard about.
Housing. That's revolutionary feature. Guys, this has been Elder Scrolls Online for like bazillions of years.
Since 2016, the message was always the same regardless. It just can't be done in a way that makes it what the players want and expect.
Who? I want to say something, but I don't want to be mean. But I'm gonna be mean. Who the fuck wants this cozy game hobbit hole shit? Like, I don't want to. This is not the game that I want to play. This is not the riveting gameplay that I want to have sitting in my home, drinking out of a mug in a virtual reality, in a virtual world on World of Warcraft. I'm sorry, but this isn't the type of content that I'm really vibing with. And I don't know who is. Why would anybody play this game for this feature on it? I just don't understand it. Wouldn't you rather go on Minecraft and build your own house and sit in it than play house in World of Warcraft? Minecraft is at least built around building a house. I mean, that's kind of the whole point of the game. You don't go to World of Warcraft to build a house. I'm sorry, but like, the hell are they doing at that company? and like like this isn't revolutionary new feature anyways. It's like, okay, Elder Scrolls Online had it. You know, it's not, they're not breaking down any barriers. They're not, nobody's like, yes, I want to, hell, oh, you hear about World of Warcraft? Yeah, that's a game. They let you build a house in it. Oh, I'm playing that. I'm playing that for sure now. It's like, is this really a feature that's going to get people to resub? Good Lord, what are they thinking? I feel like this is just like way beyond me. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. I feel like I'm playing a game that's like so dumb and made for people that are just weird. This is weird. Okay, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be nice, but that's weird.
The game simply cannot do it. Well, just a week ago, I played it. It works, and it shouldn't. So
I built my house. It was crazy. You shouldn't be able to build a house in World of Warcraft. Oh my god, I'm losing my mind here. I'm losing my mind. This is so lame. This is the lamest shit I've ever heard in my life. Yes. I want to build my virtual house.
So how was it done? Look, man, when devs speak to me about this stuff, they rightly regard me like a child who cannot fathom that it is possible to connect two shoelaces together in a way that stay tied, and rightly so. I don't know about this stuff. But essentially I asked, how did you do it? How is this possible? How is dragon riding
This is the lamest shit I've ever fucking heard.
possible? It's not just the player in the 3D space, but faster, which is basically what normal mounts are. The answer was essentially, well, it wasn't. Until someone figured something out a few years ago, and now it's here. Cool.
What the hell are you talking about? That's how things work. My god. I feel like
All right. But here's the important bit in the statement that I got years ago. Often people don't really understand how long in the making things are. Blizzard has been working quietly, discreetly, on
this is what I want.
major
This is
additions
the
to the
gameplay
game
that I
for
want.
literal years.
You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of that new Hobbit game that just came out. That shit is so lame. I want to play Hobbit. I want to play Community with World of Warcraft. Oh my god. Oh, that's so gay. Who is this for? Who is this for, man? Who said
it
yes?
Ever sees the light of
Why don't you just play Hobbit House or whatever that game is? Why don't you just play that Hobbit game? Who oh man, no.
day, God knows how many they've
taking me out.
scrapped. And an overhaul of WoW could very well fall into that category. Now I know many of you are thinking, what's the point in
This is the World of Warcraft that I want. Take me back. Yes, please. If this isn't WoW 2, sign me up, cause I want it. Me likey. Not that Hobbit House whack shit, whatever that cringe shit is. I want this. Armor sets like that, with those kind of graphics. Those kind of, upgrades.
making the same finished product that we see in game again? Well, this is actually happening, and I'm really not going to be chortling the balls here of FF14, but there's a prime example happening right now that is very relevant to what we're talking about, so bear with me here. FF14 is coming to mobile. That's right. The entire MMO,
Wait, what?
cutscenes, audio, the whole thing is going to be available on a mobile phone. Now, here's the thing. It's
Sorry
being
about that. It kind of messed up. I'll pause it. It kind of messed up. Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on.
Built, similar to what we're talking about here, by
Doesn't
a different
matter.
company to visually come across as the same, but they're changing the foundation.
What the
They're
hell is
changing
going
their
on here? Hold
infrastructure
on.
at the very base, which is allowing the mobile
Okay,
version
that's better.
to
Sorry
do
about that.
things that the main game cannot. I know that sounds crazy, but it is exactly what's happening, and it's causing a lot of issues in the FF14 community because they're like, wait, the mobile version in some ways is better than the console and PC version.
What, you guys don't have phones? What's going on, man? You're not a phone user?
A simple example would be dyeing armor.
Take
You
me
can
out,
dye
man.
your armor in FF14's main game. You can do it with
Okay,
two different
At
colors.
least like Final Fantasy, it's like made for this. The whole point of Final Fantasy is to like be a weeb, whatever. I was about to say something else. I'm not gonna say. I can't say that word. but at least Final Fantasy 14 was about that. This is just like World of Warcraft has turned into this, and it was originally about like being a man, like fighting men fighting men, Just a bunch of just two dudes just fighting each other. Hell yeah! And now it's like this might as well be World of Warcraft at this point, right? It's like it's that meme that she shows them two screenshots and she says, corporate wants to know the difference between these two pictures. It's like you put this side by side with World of Warcraft. It's the same picture, And that's the problem with World of Warcraft is it turned into this like pussified, wimpy, crybaby game that's like, ugh, it's cringe. It's lame. It's like take me back, Take me to somewhere else, because I feel like I'm taking crazy pills because I'm like, oh, okay, I'll try to make content in World of Warcraft despite this wimpy pussification, this bullshit, and like people are like, no, I want the same content. I want this lame bullshit pussy house making home cooking video game. Yeah, that's my World of Warcraft. And I'm sitting here like, yeah, but maybe you could have something better, something different. No.
You can change them around to whatever you want.
It's so wimpy.
The mobile version allows for 16 different dye channels on your armor.
So
and customize
wimpy.
the buttons, the lapels, the logos, all sorts of things. Now, here's the weird thing. That actually exists in the main game in a form,
so lame.
right? You can do that with the use of add-ons. Add-ons allow you to change all the 16 things on armor.
What?
But the actual base game infrastructure does not allow
What is this
that
guy
much
yapping
information
about? I
to
have
be
no
transferred
idea.
amongst the players that are playing the game right now. If you want to do this, what you can do is save it
Yeah, that's what I want. I want a tail in my World of Warcraft.
locally to your machine. So you use an add-on, it shows you with your perfect little glam, your character will appear that way, but information is not being sent to other players. That is the trick. Their infrastructure does not allow that kind of information to pass between players. The foundation doesn't quite work.
Add-ons.
What the mobile game has been able to do is actually
World of
go in,
Warcraft 2 is gonna
change
be.
that base infrastructure, so even
What the hell kind of cringe shit is this, man? Like, take me out. This is... You can't...
though the actual finished product
I can't be
looks
mean. I
exactly
can't
the
be
same,
mean. I can't get
no
banned.
different
I'm sorry.
whatsoever. The underlying structure allows them to do many more things, and you can imagine
Queen.
exactly why
Yes.
the main game
Yas Queen. Yes, this is what I want in my World of Warcraft.
players are a little miffed that the mobile version is seemingly superior in some ways. Why does this exist over on my bloody mobile phone on my tablet instead of existing in the big main game I'm playing on my super expensive PC? And there are a number of other examples of it. But this is a prime
Take
example
me
of
out.
what we're
I
talking
can't-
about that
I
WoW
can't
is
stand
trying
this.
to do, and WoW might want to adopt, is by remaking the whole game, changing all that base infrastructure.
That's yeah. And Microsoft, you want to remake World of Warcraft so we can update our. You want to remake World of Warcraft so we can update our costumes? It only costs $1 billion. but but it's okay because the players can have pink instead of orange. That's worth at least $500 million.
allowing a lot more doors to be open. The finished product look.
I'm sorry, but like, who's this for? Who's gonna play a game if it's like, wow, you can do all this lame technical stuff that you couldn't do before in World of Warcraft, and now it's World of Warcraft 2, and you can have 20 character slots instead of 15 because our game engine allows us to. Is this the kind of like riveting what do you call that? Advertisements that people are gonna be posting? Come play World of Warcraft 2. You can now have 15 colors on your items and 25 characters. It's like none of this shit is going to bring in new players. This is lame. You have to address what World of Warcraft has become. You have to bring it back to like man, bring it back to like being manly and men fighting men in about war. Less of the craft. Like why are we bringing in more of the craft? Like now you're crafting your own house. Hee. You can craft a house in your neighborhood. What about war? Huh? I want to make war in my neighborhood. I don't want to be crafting a house. If I want to craft a house, I'll play. Guess what I'll play? You know what I'll play? I'll play Minecraft. I won't play Warcraft. Why would you play World of Warcraft? I have no idea. It's a bunch of pussy shit. That's all it's become. That's all it's become. That is the game. That's what it's turned into. And I mean, hey, come on out. I try to make videos about it, but try to be like, okay, I'm just gonna ignore that aspect of it and just pretend like it's not there. But like, that's what it's become. Come on out. Everybody knows it. You know it. I know it. Everybody knows. And it's like, do I want more of that? No, I want less of it. Looks
the same, but it is absolutely not the same at the bottom and allows for so many more options. So with that said, perhaps World of Warcraft 2 is in the box, the collector's edition, the expansion.
Oh god, it's gonna have like 50 collector's editions too, isn't it? It's gonna be like World of Warcraft 2 special edition with the sword, and you can buy it for 25 days early access.
The title itself will never exist. Instead, Blizzard has found a different way. Bit by bit, they're going to consume and overtake and replace all these old systems one by one.
Take me
or
instead.
Perhaps, when the credits roll on the World Soul Saga, we'll see a message. World of Warcraft, a realm reborn.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. I feel like I'm insane. That's what.
What?
Okay, that took me out. I feel like I've been taking crazy pills this whole video because none of the things that are going to make World of Warcraft 2 a second game is within this. Like, if this is what World of Warcraft 2 is, he's essentially saying it'll be Overwatch 2. where it's updated graphics, updated engine, updated backlines, and wow, that's what it is. There you have, and now it's got better back end stuff. It's like it doesn't address any of the games, any of the game problem, any of the like bloated problems with the UI, and any of this other stuff. Where's that? Where was he playing when it showed the UI? I can't remember. Whatever. It doesn't like. It doesn't fix any of this bloat with the UI, any of this other stuff. It just doesn't address anything that is going to make it worthwhile to Microsoft. Like if I was Microsoft and it's like, hey, we want to make World of Warcraft 2. Okay, well, let's look at the player numbers. What are they going to do to bring in players? Absolutely nothing. Because the same people that play retail would play World of Warcraft 2. But then again, you're not going to bring in young people. You're not going to bring in the classic people. The classic people won't play anything else related to World of Warcraft unless it says classic on it. Or they might play, remixes. They might play, they might be the ones that are playing the Legion remix, whatever. But they're not going to be playing anything World of Warcraft 2 related. They just won't. So you're not going to bring in new players. You're not going to bring in the young kids because they look at WoW and they see it like I do. They see it's this wimpy, pussy, lame shit. And so, you're not going to have new players. You're just not. And then like anybody else, they look at this UI and they're like, isn't this what you want from your game? Like 5,000 icons on the screen, like 20,000 keys. You can't, and plus you have to pay $18 a month or $15 a month on it too. That's a deal. Nobody wants that, man. So I just don't see like the point of even making a World of Warcraft 2 at all. I really just don't. And take me out. Plus the features that they're adding, that's lame, man. Housing. I'm telling you, right? That's not what I want. I want less of the craft, more of the war. But I guess they're kind of just gonna lean into the craft. Hey, we have cozy. Our game's cozy now. It's a cozy little game. And it's like, hey, I guess if you're into that, good on you. I guess subs, likes, they help. Let's show that unique World of Warcraft content that's made. That's not just generic. That's not the same. Get some love and attention. I'm probably pretty sure nobody's gonna sub, but hey, man, subs help.